Holy crap! This is one pretty sick looking car. Yeah, I gotta say she's pretty sweet.
Yeah, man, it's got like a manual transmission, air conditioning, a crap ton of horsepower.
Mr. Rider.
And as you can see, it's got the Lamborghini doors. It has those little pincers on the front to grab things. You name it, this baby's got it. Oh, roach antennas. I still got like 10 more payments on that thing.
Wasn't that pretty lady? How the heck am I supposed to film that? We'll figure something out.
Hey man, just welcome to Super Important Reviews. My name's Steve, and today we're going over the SH Figuarts Kamen Rider Black RX Ridelone. If you guys don't know what this is from the TV show Kamen Rider Black RX. Or if you guys had seen it stateside back in the day, this is from the show Mask Rider. This is the car that Kamen Rider drives around in. Or Kamen Rider Black RX, I should say. But the reason why we're doing this review today is because it was my birthday the other day, so got quite a few figures from this show in particular, because I really like the old show Mask Rider back in the day because it actually ties into the Power Rangers. And I will be getting this show actually in pretty soon, so I can actually check out the Japanese version. Or I should say the original version. So I got quite a few of them. I definitely at least wanted to go over this one in particular because out of all of them, I thought this one was easily the most impressive thing. And actually probably one of the coolest Figuarts things in my collection right now. But yeah, my wife got it for me. We found this on AmiYami for, I think it was like about 50 bucks. Which is a steal for this thing. As you guys will see here in a few. But anyways, without further ado, for the packaging, get a nice... not really a full shot from what I see of the figure, or the car inside of the box anyways. It's a little more stylized on the front of the packaging. You get this nice red in the background. You got the Ridelone, SH Figuarts, Kamen Rider Black RX, Tamashii Nations, Bandai. Approved by Toei Company, who is the ones that made Kamen Rider. This side here anyways, get a nice red shot of the car. First side, more pretty much the same as what we've seen previously. Other side, nice shot of Kamen Rider. And more of the car. Now the back of the package just shows you everything that the car can do. A bunch of stuff I can't understand. And more Kamen Rider car. So, let's, I already got them out. Let's just get into the review. Alright, so now that we have the Ridelone out of its cardboard, well, it hasn't been in its cardboard prison for a while. Anyways, now that it's sitting here, there is going to be some minor assembly because the little antennas here right on the top do not come actually attached to the figure here. You'll notice that there's a little ball joint here. You just peg them into the little peg hole on top here. Really simple to do. If you have any problems with that, just use a hairdryer, aim it right at the peg hole there, and then just pop it in. Good to go. And these are articulated because you're going to need to shift these around in order to open the doors. But first, I guess we'll actually just go over the outside details of the car, then we'll go over the inside, and then what the gimmicks are. Because there's no articulation. Well, I guess it does this. It rules! There's your articulation. But anyways, for the details, you get the Kamen Rider Black RX symbol on the side of the car. Nice bug-shaped windows. Kind of gives it that overall insectile feel, and the antennas didn't kind of give it away. Same with the little gimmick here on the front, which we'll go over that in just a second. Then I just love this really nice glossy red paint job on here, especially on like more sporty cars. I really love red, especially with the black pinstripes here. Really makes the car stand out. You got some metallic silver here coming along the top sectioning of the little spines going all the way to the back, where you have the spoiler here with some yellow here for the back section. Coming around, you can see more of that as well. Then pinstripes go across the top of the car, but you got this little grid pattern on the hood here. Same with on the back of the tail end of the car. And then you can see you got some little... Not sure exactly, because again, I haven't seen the TV show yet, and I don't remember the car quite as well from Mask Rider. But these are, to me, look like little exhaust ports on the top section here. But I'm not 100%. And then on the front section of the car, you get some more vents here right on the hood section. Then not too much really going on here. Then there's like literally no lights on the front of this car. Absolutely none, or at least like nothing to distinguish in terms of detail. But I guess it doesn't really matter. Like, drive around in the day, you don't have to worry about that stuff. This car's not safe, people. At least I'm not 100%. These probably come up for the headlights. I'm, again, not 100% certain. It's just a cool looking car. But anyways, pretty basic rims though. Like, I don't really like how sportsy and cool this car looks. These look like something you'd see on like a Ford Taurus. I'm not too certain. But what's cool is the tires are actually rubber, which is really cool. And then the rims here are actually die cast, which is really nice to see. Bottom section of the car, you can actually see the generally what you expect to see on the bottom of the car. We have like gas tank on the back, you got your axle, transmission, like everything you expect to see on the bottom of a car, all done in this just black plastic, nothing too crazy. Again, you're not gonna really just be displaying it like this anyways, unless you have it like jumping or something, so you're not gonna really ever see it. But it's cool that it has all the detailing down there. And then that's pretty much about it. So we'll start going over the inside of the car, which how you get into there. First, you're gonna want to squeeze the antennas together and make sure that they line up with the spines on the back here. So when you pop the doors open, you're not going to worry about hitting into these things and possibly breaking them. All right, so getting the door open, it's a little scary because they latch in on the back here. So when you're going to want to lift it up, you grab it back here and you just kind of pull up. And it's a little tough at first, but once you get at it, it pops open pretty easy. And then you just pull it a little bit to pop it out from the front section here. Because if you keep it in, these little pegs are going to be right here. You guys can see them. And if you don't pull it out, you will definitely snap those bad boys. So, lift it up. Now you get some cool details on the back section here. Just some metallic silver here. Kind of make it look a little more futuristic. Come around to the other side. Just pop this one open too. Again, just grab it from the back. Lift it up a bit. Pull it out. And then bam! Car is open, all full Lamborghini style. Super sweet. I actually used to have a car with Lamborghini doors. That car was the shiz. It was a crappy car, but at least I had those. I bought it off some guy. It was like it was a Chrysler Sebring. Yes, I know, Chrysler Sebring. How could that be cool? But like, I just seen it in the paper, and I was like, I have some money. I'm in the need of a car. I'm gonna buy it. And I had that car for a couple of years, loved it until the engine kind of just went on that car, but still, fond memories. But yeah, getting back into this car, guys will see on the inside of the car, it has its own little computer system, all individually detailed. Not the easiest thing to show off to you guys, but you got the little monitor on the middle section of the dash, has a, well, it looks like that's a manual. Then you got your emergency brake. Sadly, no cup holders. That's something I would kind of want as an added feature. You figure like all this crap, you could fit somewhere to put a cup. I know they wear masks, but sometimes you get thirsty. Seats look pretty cool, pretty basic overall. And then right on the center here by where the armrest would usually be, you have the Kamen Rider Black RX symbol down there. Overall, pretty like bland color scheme for the most part on the inside. But you got this little pattern here to replicate metal plating here on the bottom. I just kind of wish there's maybe a little bit more color variety on the inside. But this is exactly how it is in the show, so I'm not going to really knock out it too much. But it is kind of cool to see the little console there. And then coming around, you got your steering wheel. What kind of looks like a cell phone. Got some knobs here for your windshield wipers and turn signals. Pretty sweet. Even got the... It might be kind of hard to see, but there is the clutch, brake, and gas pedal right down there as well. If you guys can see it, it's really dark on my end of the camera, but really nifty. I'm going to go grab a Kamen Rider figure just to fit it on the inside so you guys can see exactly how to sit. Actually, right before I do that, I'm going to show you guys how to close this. So how you close the door is you're going to want to bring it down. It's pretty much the opposite of what we did, where you don't want to try to latch it in yet, but bring the door down. You want to push it towards the front end of the car so you can get this to slot in. And then you just push it down, and good to go. Once you hear the click, you know it's secure. Okay, so got Kamen Rider Black RX. When I did the my birthday haul video over up on the Geek Chest, I had a hard time getting the door closed in that one. I didn't really mess around with it too much, but I think it was because you can adjust the size of this guy's torso. And I'm pretty sure it was sitting too high. So you're going to want to make sure this is really enclosed and compact when you're going to sit him on the inside. And this is pretty much like a normal action figure where you just sit him on the inside. You're going to want to line it up how you're going to be needing him in there. You want to bring his head back. Arms down. And it still looks like that might be a little too high. Yeah, it's still a little too high for what I want to do. So we're going to adjust his back and get him to lean forward a little bit more. You don't want to sit him... What it appears to be is you don't want to have him sitting flush to the back. You're going to want to have him leaning just a little bit. If I can get him to stay. Extend your leg a bit. There we go. And boom. Push it in. Click. And he's in the car. Look at him. He's driving. Even though I don't have the right hand to say I'm driving, but he's driving the car. Oh, poo. I forgot to show you guys one cool thing. Hold on. All right. Popping it back open. For the steering wheel here, when you turn the steering wheel, you'll notice that the front tire moves, which is super cool. Now, I don't understand, like, as a collector and somebody that I like messing around with these stuff, it's super cool. Thing is, though, I imagine, like most people, this is just gonna be standing on the shelf, so it's like, is this really necessary? Because it's not like you couldn't just shift this anyways in order to display it. So, like, this is how you're gonna want to turn it. Like, you could just do it normally if you want to. I don't know, it just seems like it's not necessary, per se, for the car, but it's super cool that it's still on there anyways. And then next gimmick, right on the front section here, on the first little spine, you'll notice that there's a little button here. And when you push the button, bam! You get the little pincers on the front of the car to shoot out. Which is, again, really cool. I like that it has these little gimmicks, and then when you want to reset it, you just push it back in. Pretty simple, and then bam! It's on a little spring, so you cannot articulate these. But still really neat that it is included with the car. And then finally, when you're driving the car, it's primarily the gimmick is done with the back of the tires here. So when you're driving it, the turbines move on the back, going forward and back. Which is, again, really, really sweet to see on the car. It's also a little exhaust on the back here. That's awesome. But again, kind of seems like something that the car didn't really need. But it's one of the things I just love about like Figuarts and Monster Arts and like these Japanese toy companies in general. Where it's, you get some stuff with these or it just seems kind of silly in terms of just like display factor. Like, how often am I going to be really messing around with this, you know? Kind of doesn't need to be. But they incorporate it anyways. Which just takes this figure and like elevates it from being just like a really sweet toy to just an awesome toy in general. And for some quick comparisons, here we have the Ridelone compared next to some other Kamen Rider Black RX figures with Shadow Moon. Well, I guess technically you're Kamen Rider Black, but you're in Kamen Rider Black RX too. And Robo Rider. And here's the Ridelone compared next to some Ultraman manga figures from SH Figuarts and Ultra with Ultraman Ace and Ultra 7. And here it is with some B-Fighter figures with blue beats and black beats. And here it is with some other transportation vehicles in my collection with the NECA power loader from Aliens. And it's kind of falling apart a little bit because my little brothers were over playing with it the other day. But this is the 2014 Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles Party Wagon. So overall, the SH Figuarts Kamen Rider Black RX Ridelone, this car is super sweet. Like, if you guys are into Kamen Rider at all, this car is easily for you. Well, of course, like Kamen Rider Black RX, but still, like, this car is awesome. Comes with all the cool bells and whistles. It comes with stuff that I don't even think is really that necessary for something like this, but it still has it, which is just fantastic. And I gotta say, this is easily the coolest SH Figuarts figure in my collection. And I got quite a bit with all the Sailor Moon, Kamen Rider, Black RX figures anyways, B-Fighter, the new Ultraman figures, Dragon Ball Z, you name it, this thing is easily sweeter than. But then again, you're also paying for it. I got it for a pretty good steal at about $50. Usually you see it going for at least double that, which sounds fair. It's a big figure, especially with it having some die-cast parts, a lot of bells and whistles, and it's just a huge collectible from that line. But yeah, again, if you guys are really into Kamen Rider Black RX and really love collecting these kind of things, then definitely make a spot to park the Ridelone. But what do you guys think? If you guys picked up any of the Kamen Rider Black figures, what's your favorite Kamen Rider series? Or is Power Rangers just more your thing? Please let us know in the comments. Look closer picture of this thing on our website if you want to click the link in the description below. We also have a Patreon account if you guys would like to help support the channel, also in the description below. And help us defeat those kaijus by hitting that like button, subscribe, become a Ranger today, and see you guys in the next video. Bye-bye.